Welcome to Good or What, the show where we talk about stuff and whether it sucks or not. Matt, what is our first film this week?
Ernest, we start with Thor, the Dark World.
Let's watch a clip.
I've got this completely under control.
Is that why everything's on fire?
Okay. You know what? At this point, Marvel is just chugging along. This is another installment in a thing. There'll be an allusion to the next movie at the end of it. I get it. Matt, why should people see this movie?
I don't really think they should, Ernest.
Oh.
These properties definitely have a built-in audience, so any negative review, a lot of people are just like, who cares what you say? You don't believe in fun.
Yeah.
You think all movies have to be serious? No, I don't. And in fact, a lot of Thor is too serious. It's really not very fun. Most importantly, I don't care what happens to Thor.
Oh.
He is too powerful. Everything he does happens too easily. And yeah, he's trying to save the world and save Jane, played by Natalie Portman. I don't care about their relationship. Do you?
No. It's very, you know what it was? I think that was a very bad casting move on their part because that lack of chemistry is so apparent that it's like, why her?
The fact is, there are good superhero movies and there are inferior superhero movies.
Yep.
Thor is an inferior property based on the way these movies are turning out. He certainly fits into the group dynamic in something like the Avengers, but when he's all on his own, bearing the entire load, it's not that interesting. The villains are not good. Before we had the Frost Giants, now it's the Dark Elves. Ooh.
Listen, man.
Not elves.
I'm just saying, Norse mythology, they're just basing it off that. Can't do anything about it. But I do see your point because you have these larger than life creatures and it's like, oh cool, they're gonna beat them up and they never really do, right?
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate that if the story comes from a long time ago, you want to honor that, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's good.
Yeah.
The evil forces they're dealing with here is like this flying stuff that looks like red wine has been possessed and is trying to do backflips in the air and stuff. This is not a fun movie. I laughed a little bit here and there, but overall it just feels long and tiring.
All right, well, Thor, the Dark World, Matt Pais, good or what?
Unfortunately, Ernest, Thor, the Dark World, not good.
No!
You're not that disappointed or
No,
surprised.
I'm okay. I am excited for the Avengers 2, though. Just putting that out there ahead of time. All right, Matt, what is our second film this week?
We're also talking Dallas Buyers Club.
Okay, let's watch a clip.
Walker, Dorsett, Blunt, Newsom, Jeffcoat. These are patients.
Yes, sir.
They're also the names of players on the Dallas Cowboys.
No. That's a hell of a coincidence, isn't it?
Isn't this a little ridiculous?
Well, you said it.
Can you prove these are patients?
Can you prove they're not?
That looks better than I thought it was going to. I'm usually very not interested in anything Matthew McConaughey has going on.
Why?
Because, man, like there was a time there where I was just like, we get it. You look nice with no shirt.
But that was like what, 10, 15 years ago or something, making movies with Kate Hudson. Last 5 years he's been doing great.
I don't know.
This year Mud, last year Magic Mike.
Okay, I liked Magic Mike. I'll take that back. I liked Magic Mike, but previously I was operating over previous
You're saying
expectations.
you hold a grudge, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I got beef. Get it? Because he's Texas, Dallas,
Yeah,
cattle.
I got it.
You didn't like the joke.
I'll laugh later.
Okay, tell us about this film, Matt.
I really like this, Ernest. Matthew McConaughey plays a real-life guy named Ron Woodruff. He was this part-time bull rider working as an electrician. It's mid-'80s, so there's not a lot of understanding about HIV and who's contracting it, how they're contracting it. This Ron, total homophobe. He's really seems like a terrible person in many ways. So he's the last person, I don't know if you could tell by the clip, that you would see turn his life around and in fact really embrace a lot of other people who have HIV, many of whom come from the gay community.
Yeah.
Jared Leto plays a transgender woman here, and when the movie starts, you would never think that Ron would pair up
Right.
with her in this situation, but McConaughey is so good. He looks so skinny in this movie.
Yeah, I noticed it. That was crazy.
Lost like 40 pounds or something like
Jesus.
that. And sometimes that can be a little bit of a stunt. It doesn't feel that way here. And I like that this isn't a movie where every other scene or really any scene is like, oh, this is your big Oscar moment where
Yeah.
you're pushing the performance. McConaughey's too good of an actor to do that. This movie doesn't necessarily do a great job of balancing all the the story and the social implications and the entertainment value and everything all at once, but the performance more than carries the load.
Okay. Dallas Buyers Club, Matt Pais. Good or what?
Ernest, this is the case where the performance is probably better than the movie, but the movie's still good.
Okay. Well, we're 1 for 1. That'll happen sometimes. Your life isn't always going to be perfect. I'm sorry for yelling.
It's okay.
That wraps up this edition of Good or What. My name is Ernest Wilkins.
My name is Matt Pais. Next week we are talking The Best Man Holiday. Tune in.
Good. See you next week.